Hey y'all, it's Matt here with my review, my kind of first impressions review of the PPG Smoke Unity headset. I was fortunate enough to be chosen to do an early release a couple weeks ago. So I got myself my hands on a headset from Ryan Roberts. Thanks for that. So I'm just going to give you my 2 cents of the first 2 weeks I've had with it, things I like about it, things that I think could be improved upon, and just kind of compare it to the kind of what most people probably have for a paramotor helmet solution, and just kind of see maybe if I think it's the right solution for you possibly. So just to get started, kind of who am I? How do I fly? Because I think that's important. When someone says it's a great headset, well, how do you fly? What do you do? What's your kind of use case? So for me, generally I fly generally every week, maybe twice a week, with friends typically. So I do like to communicate wirelessly, generally using an app called Zello, which is basically like a walkie-talkie app through my phone that uses Bluetooth. So generally when I'm flying with people, I'm not listening to music because generally, we're talking every couple minutes, so having to start and stop the music isn't the greatest thing. But however, when I do fly alone, I do like to listen to music, so I kind of have a perspective on both sides of that. So first off, kind of the price. A lot of the price may be off-putting to some people. I think right now it's somewhere in the high 400s, maybe low 400s for the headset itself. But I'm here to tell you, for a quality headset, you're probably going to be in for that anyway. Let's just take out the cost of the helmet, because the headset can be mounted on any helmet. When you're just looking at the headphones and what it can do for you, you're going to spend about that in a Cena, Bluetooth adapters, batteries, all that. You're probably, I added it up. For the Cena, you're talking about $200 itself. And for those who don't know, the Cena is something equivalent to this here, which basically allows you to Bluetooth your phone and give you audio into your helmet. So you're going to be in for $200 there. Then there's an adapter. If you want to, use any sort of radios, or whether it be 2-meter, whether it be your airband radio, you're going to need some sort of an adapter, or at a minimum a cable, to run from there to your Cena. For the Bluetooth adapter, it's about $150. So now you're up to about $400. And then battery pack, because this Unity headset can also charge things like GoPros, your phone, etc. So I just threw in $30 for a separate backpack. So, battery pack. $400 right there. For an extra $100, I think it's a small price to pay for, call it a cleaner solution to, your needs, right? Here, let me get rid of the box here. So I think it's just a cleaner solution. One cable going between the two ear cups, whereas, here, this is my old helmet. You got cables. You've got, if I want to use 2-meter, I gotta have a push-to-talk button, which then runs to my radio, which is in my chest pack. And then this was on my old helmet, the ear cups, I had all these wires kind of strung around in my helmet, getting caught left, right. I probably could have done it better. The microphone was okay. So that kind of gets into so I'll put this away. This kind of gets into my review of the helmet and my experience. So the pros, the audio quality is second to none. Again, flying with my friends, I have recordings of our conversations, and by far my audio comes in the clearest. They really did a good job at the noise, or the ambient noise canceling of the outside motor noise, wind noise, everything crystal clear. It's awesome. As far as your audio, it's great. You can definitely get louder than I could on my old helmet. There's certain limitations with my phone, with the Bluetooth, or the Sena setup I have. So, when you're flying, you can only get it so loud. This gets definitely louder. I do still wear earplugs. I like having earplugs and the ear cups. I have flown it with just the ear cups, and it's fine, but I do like having earplugs as well, and I can turn it up to kind of overcome some of the earplugs, and it just creates a great balance for me. I fly an Atom 80. I know a lot of you guys fly louder motors, but I think it would probably do the same with that type of motor. The noise canceling, you can definitely hear it when you flick on the noise canceling. On this side here, here's the amplifier. There's the button here to turn on and off the noise canceling. You can definitely hear it. The cancellation, you can definitely tell the difference when that comes on, and that's with the motor as well. It's clean. I kind of already talked about it. It's just a very clean solution. Literally one wire goes across, and it's plug and play. You know, this is my old helmet I had. On this helmet, I had this Peltor set up with the microphone. I had this. It actually took me longer to get this off than it did to get these on. So that just shows you it's plug and play with your mounts. So you don't have to get ready. You don't have to get a new helmet. Keep the helmet you have. So I value that, and some people may not. Some people may be like, no, I want to get in at the cheapest price. Well, then this probably isn't the headset for you. If you're looking to maybe spend a little more money and get something maybe a little cleaner, a little easier to use, then this is possibly would work for you. Growth. I'll be honest, I haven't really used it with a GoPro and mixed audio into it. I don't really vlog. But that didn't dissuade me, because I said, well, just because I don't vlog now doesn't necessarily mean I won't vlog in the future. And this setup gives me the opportunity for that growth. It has capabilities that I don't necessarily use, but I may in the future, and it's nice to have that expandability. I'm not limited. Whereas on this setup, I'd be in for more cables and everything else to add to the more of the hot mess that this helmet was or is, just to do more. So this is built in, and it's no more than what I have, sitting in front of me right here. So I found that, to be very attractive. Some of the cons, and there's not a lot really. One is also right now it's December. I'm in San Diego, and it's still chilly, so I fly with gloves. And I did find that these buttons, they're hard to find with any kind of thick glove on. I use a heated glove. So, I'm sure I'll get used to it. The other thing is the side buttons. Those are easier because they're in the center, so you just kind of feel for the center, and they are indented. So those aren't as hard, but definitely the ones on the bottom are just a little bit difficult to find. The other kind of con, I mentioned earlier, I use an app called Zello. So Zello is basically a push-to-talk, walkie-talkie app. There's a Bluetooth button that I have Velcroed to my harness. So literally anybody that's in the call or in the kind of group, you don't hear anything until you hit the button. Then once you hit the button, you push to talk. Great app. It's great because it's a cell coverage app. So as long as you have cell service, you're able to talk to anybody on the ground, in the air. It's not line of sight like a radio, like a Baofeng radio, where you're going to be line of sight, and if you're more than maybe a couple miles away. So that's great. Although I did find with this helmet, and maybe it's just something I haven't figured out yet, if I'm playing music and I go to hit the button, it'll pause the music, but then my microphone doesn't seem to pick up as well. There's something going on there between Zello and music apps like Spotify, Pandora. There seems to be some setting wrong or some incompatibility there. It's not a deal breaker. It's just one of these things. I kind of mentioned earlier, I'm either flying with music or I'm flying with Zello talking to people. So for me, it's not going to be a big deal. For you, it might be if you fly with an app that, you playing music, you want to stop, talk to someone, and get back to the app. Now, I haven't tried it with music that's on my phone because I don't really have a lot of downloaded music on my phone. I haven't checked that to see if there's a problem there or if it's just a streaming service problem. Don't know. But I've tried it. It doesn't work necessarily seamlessly with Spotify or Pandora. I haven't tried any of the other services. But anyway, so again, that's my kind of initial impressions of the headset. Again, I wouldn't let the price necessarily scare you away. You're going to be, for a decent helmet, you're going to be in for about $400 anyway, just in electronics. This isn't much more than that. I feel it's well worth it for a clean solution. For durability, I've only had it a couple weeks, so I can't really speak to durability per se, but I can just tell it's a solid build. I think it will hold up over time. The gel cups are great. There's actually the same gel cups I purchased. It's very similar to the ones I purchased in my old helmet, and those have held up. So if they held up, and this is about a 2.5-year-old helmet, so I expect them to hold up just as well. So again, PPG Smoke Unity headset. We all know it was a long time coming, but I think they really took the time to put the engineering in, do the homework, do the work to get it right. And in my 2 weeks, I think the helmet has really done well. The headphones have done well, and I think it's going to be a good solution for me in the future. And again, thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, please leave some comments. And if you have any questions, I'll try to get back to you with the knowledge I have. Again, I don't vlog, so I can't really speak to that. But from what I can hear from other people that have had the headset, that the vlogging feature and the seamlessness, that's really where you get the benefit of this headset is how it integrates all the audio together. The mixing of all the audio is supposed to be seamless. I'm sure it is. So again, thumbs up to the PPG Smoke Unity headset, kind of first impressions. And if anything really changes, I'll update the video. Again, I bought this headset. This wasn't given to me for free. I did pay for this. I was one of the early adopters of the headset. And I'm not being asked to do this review. This is all on my own accord. And I give it an honest thumbs up for my first couple weeks here. So again, any questions, let me know. Check out my other videos. I have videos on the Atom 80. I have 2 Atom 80s, and I've had one for about 400 hours. So I've got a bunch of maintenance videos on the Atom 80. If any of you guys have any questions, I'll leave a link. And again, fly safe and take care. Thanks.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Engine is at 8,000 RPM. 8,000 RPM. Going to 9. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Engine is at 9,200 RPM. 9,200 RPM. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Engine is at full RPM. 9,700 RPM.
Yeah, something I wanted to clarify. I noticed when I went back and looked at the video that maybe I didn't make clear was that the problem with the headset and the music didn't happen with the 2-meter. It was literally only with the Zello app and the Spotify and Pandora. So I don't want the impression to be out there that this doesn't work with streaming music. It absolutely does. It's just in my case with the Zello app and the streaming services, there seemed to be some possible setting problem, incompatibility. So wanted to clear that up. I have used it with 2-meter music. It mixes it great. I can hear, they can hear me. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up.